Kennedy, and I come from Massachusetts. And I want to tell you a story. Can I tell you a little story? I grew up in a big family. There were 9 members of the family, and I was the 9th member of the family. And whenever we had a crowd, I was always put on the outside. So I love you. I love you, Tom. But I'll tell you something, when we have Barack Obama as a president, everyone's going to be on the inside. You've waited long enough. I've traveled all the way from Massachusetts. You've traveled from across the country. Are we going to elect this man our next president? Let him hear it in Denver, where the convention's going to be. Are you going to elect him as president?
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Let me just say this, guys. I am not going to speak long. All I want to do is say this. This is one of the most memorable days of my life. And the reason is because not only have I obtained the support and endorsement of Edward Kennedy, one of the greatest senators in the history of this country, and one of the greatest public servants in the history of this country. Not only am I moved by the support of Caroline Kennedy, who's been such a force for good, with Congressman Patrick Kennedy, who has been just an outstanding leader in the House of Representatives on so many important issues, but also because I was reminded of why I got into public service in the first place. You know, there was a time in this country when a call went out to the next generation, and you know, that was before I was old enough to hear the words directly, but Ted's brother, Bobby Kennedy, spoke about ripples of hope. He spoke about how sometimes you send a pebble into a pond, and those ripples, you don't know where they're going to go. And the Kennedy family have caused so many ripples of hope that even if you were too young to remember that day that John F. Kennedy delivered his famous inaugural, even if you're too young to remember or weren't even born when Bobby Kennedy was running a campaign that lit up the entire country, you still have felt those ripples in the young people and older people who were inspired and went out to do great things all across the country. And what happened here today extends beyond just my candidacy, because hopefully some of you have been touched by his words. Will now go out and do things, and you will cause your own ripples of hope all across the country and all across the world. And that is what public service should be about. Not just standing on high and governing those who put you in office, but rather inspiring people in every walk of life to understand that they too can make a difference, that they too can shape not just their own destiny, but the destiny of the country. So that's the inspiring part. Now the practical part about it is we're going to win this election. Because you know, we don't want to just talk about the outrage of 47 million people without health insurance.